Yeah, no, absolutely. And Paul, you and I were both prosecutors in the Brooklyn DA's office. I'm sure both of us presented our fair share of ballistics evidence to the jury. How do you keep a jury engaged? A lot of times, this forensic evidence tends to be dry, especially if you have a multi-TPO, time, place of occurrence case, meaning multiple victims or multiple occurrences, and you're putting forth a litany of evidence to a forensic expert like this one, a ballistics expert. How do you keep the jury engaged and make sure that they're listening to all that evidence that's coming forth at trial?
Sure, that's an excellent question because a lot of times when you're putting on a forensic expert, it's important information that is required to establish certain necessary elements to the crime, but it's not the glitzy eyewitness testimony. It's nobody finger pointing or anything like that, but it does have certain facts that come out that are going to be required to argue in summation. So what you have to do is know the exact information that you need to get out and make sure that you get it, but don't get too caught in the weeds and don't, drag your direct out for 3, 4 hours when a half hour is all you really need. You have to keep things moving along with experts like this. And just having seen this guy testify for a brief period of time, he's an excellent firearms expert, just the way that he testifies, and he's a great witness. On cross-examination, he is not doing what you so typically see law enforcement witnesses do, which is get defensive and hem and haw if there's information that they either don't know or don't think is helpful to the prosecution's case. He's very upfront about what he knows and what he doesn't know and what can and cannot be analyzed. I think he's doing a fantastic job, and I don't think the defense is scoring a lot of points with him. But to answer your question, I think the prosecution needed to confine their questions to the things they need and try and not bore the jury by going, too far off.
Yeah, Paul, Nicole, great insight. And we have to take a quick break here at Law and Crime. When we come back, we are covering 2 live trials out of the state of Florida, Florida versus Robert Hayes and Florida versus Curtis Reeves. Stay tuned.